Hi, and welcome to my video on the addition formulas for sine and cosine. Number 6, solving equations. Solve for theta plus beta or theta minus beta. Number 1, or A, sine cos sine with a plus sign. That reminds me, sine cos is the sign of the addition formula, and sine, because as a plus, then we have alpha beta with a plus sign equals 1/2. So we change this to the sign of alpha plus beta, and the angles alpha and beta are in the first quadrant because alpha is less than beta is less than 2 pi, so they're both in the first quadrant. We would add up the sine of it to give you 1/2. And now, so the way we solve this, we say the sine, I go to sine of the reference angle, is 1/2. And notice that the 1/2 is positive, so sine is add sugar to coffee. So sine is positive 1/2, positive in 1 and 2. So we take quadrant 1, and it's in quadrant 1, so we draw, let's say this is alpha plus beta, so we rotate up here, draw a terminal arm. So this is alpha plus beta, that's the reference angle, and that's 1/2. And sine is opposite, we draw perpendicular to the right, to the x-axis. Sine is opposite, which is the y over the hypotenuse. So notice we have a 1/2, and that's a √3, a special right triangle. So this angle here is 30 degrees. So the reference angle is 30 degrees. So if we 30 degrees, that means in that quadrant, that means that alpha plus beta is 30 degrees in the first quadrant, and we also have it in the second quadrant. So we rotate this much as alpha plus beta. Let's say to there, draw a terminal arm perpendicular to the x-axis. And so this is the reference angle. So this angle here is 30 degrees. Again, this is 1, that's 2, and this is √3, but this is negative. So because the angle is 30, that means that the alpha plus beta is 180 minus the reference angle is 30, so that's a 150. And we have it in degrees, but we didn't say what we wanted it in, so if we wanted in radians, we could say alpha plus beta. 30 is pi divided by 680 divided by 6 is 30. And 150 is same, pi over 6, but there's 5 30s. So 5 pi over 6, so you could have 30 and 150, or you could have pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. Remember, the reference angle is 30, so there's 30 times 5 is 150, or you can go 150 times pi over 180. The zeros cancel. 3 into that goes 5. 3 into 15 goes 5. 3 into 18 goes 6. So there's the two answers in degrees or in radians. Now we have another one to do we want to solve. Again, this looks like the addition formula for cos. Why cos? Cos, sine, sine. And it's alpha and beta. And in terms of cos, the sign changes, so that's a minus. And it's √2/2. And again, we have 0 is, or degrees, 0 degrees less than beta, less than theta. And I didn't want this angle to be negative because if you want to keep it positive, that is, you don't have to. So that means that the cos of the reference angle and √2/2 is in the right triangle of 45. So that's the cos of 45 is root 2 over 2. So it's add sugar to coffee. And again, cos is positive number 1 and number 4. So we draw it in number 1. So in number 1, that's alpha minus beta. Alpha minus beta is here, so that's a 45-degree angle. So alpha minus beta in the first quadrant is a 45, and we have it in rotate around to quadrant 4, so all the way around here. This is, stop here, is alpha minus beta, terminal arm, perpendicular. So this is a 45 reference. So that means that right here, this one is alpha minus beta is 360 degrees minus the reference of 45. So that's a 315. So alpha minus beta is 45 or 315 if you want it degrees. And in radians, alpha minus beta 45 is pi, 180 divided by 4. And alpha minus beta is, that's a 45, and there's 45, there's 7 45s in 315. Again, the reference angle is 45, so it's pi over 4, pi over 4. Or you can, again, convert 45 times pi over 180. And 5 into that goes 9, 5 into that goes 36, 9 once, 9 4, so that's a pi over 4. Or if you have 7 pi over 4 multiplied by 7 pi over 4 multiplied by, this is when I took the 45 and converted, what I should have did is pi over 4 multiplied by 180 over pi to get the converted to degrees, so this is the 45. So 7 pi over 4 multiplied by, you want to convert it to radians, I got backwards, so 115 degrees multiplied by pi, again pi over 180 is correct. This is what I did here is correct, that's correct, but I want to change this 315 to radians, so we multiply by pi over 180. So 5 into 180 is 36, and 5 into this goes 5 is 6. Can't divide now. Brain is 5 6s is 63. Just add a, and now 9 into that goes 4, and 9 into that goes 7. So that's a 7 pi over 4. But the faster way is, this is a 45, so this is a 45. How many 45s is in 315 is 7. Remember, there's 2 45s here, and there's, split that, there's 2 here, split that, there's 2 here, and there's 2 here, so 2, 4, 6, 7 pi over 4 get to this spot. And again, we solved them little, hopefully I didn't mix you up in conversion here, but that's using the addition formula for cos and sine to solve these. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you like the video, click the like button, click the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. The content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.